Well, hello everybody, and we're back today with the Willy Edel green-white aggro deck. I'm hoping this deck's good versus mono red. That's the theory about playing it. No idea whether it'll be good versus anything else. I think sideboarding is going to feel kind of awkward, but definitely wanted to try a deck with this card at some point. This seems like one of the better decks that I've seen use this card. I was kind of a fan of his deck a long time ago anyway, so I'm hoping the addition of Jadelight Ranger maybe improves it some. Hey JJ, what's up, man? Um, yeah, we have basically no defensive capabilities in the main deck, so it's hopefully just a get you dead quick type deck. A lot of interesting sideboard cards. Kind of interested in seeing how the Squeeze Devotion will work, because typically I hate cards like that versus red deck wins, as you guys have heard me state before on this channel. But we do have some bigger things like Okecha that they can't really kill that we can put it on, so maybe that'll be real useful. Just getting an extra body for potentially authority could be useful. I don't know. It's going to be interesting. Hopefully. We're going to keep this hand. Hand's got a lot of stuffs and things. Probably base my turn 2 play based on what we see from them plus whether we hit a land or not. That's disappointing. And considering I see the land, I think I'm just going to slam a Danto. Danto seems like it's the best attacker here. And it's the one they can't really kill. Hey, Blazer, what's up, man? Or, what's up, sorry. Shouldn't assume gender, that's poor of me. So we're playing versus Grixis. Oh god. Certainly didn't expect that. Not that upset about it, but I didn't expect it. Gonna play Jadelight. He could easily kill it, but it's the Okecha? That's probably not that great this match. I don't know, maybe it is. Yeah, whatever. I'm gonna keep it. No, I'm not. I may have should have kept it. Actually, put it in my graveyard feels pretty bad, especially considering if they just cast Scarab God next turn, I'm in serious trouble. Of course you can tick it up and kill a spell. Why would you? Why would you not be able to tick it up? The card doesn't seem good enough. Well, we got to see 4 extra cards with our Merfolk, and none of them hit. Oh, cool. Gets to tick it up again. So that means this is probably Glorybringer. Oh no, it's just Scarab. It's just much, much worse than Glorybringer. It's just much, much worse. What in the world do you do? I feel like this game's already over with. Struggling to think in my mind of something that we could hit to actually accidentally even win this game. And any chance we had is probably out the window once they fit that contempt. Oh, cool, and they hit a swamp. Which means they can activate Scarab yet again. And they get the ultimate Chandra next turn. So would another 40 even do it? You get to cast this on this thing twice and make it 9. Then we get to tap his 2 bigger ones. Well, we didn't get it anyway, but I wonder if it would have did it if we did. He has a Vraska's Contempt in hand, so that card doesn't even really do much. There's no real way to protect this Huatli. Like, just casting it for 3 and giving it +5 loyalty doesn't seem particularly good. Just goes up to like 8 loyalty. I guess I'm just going to cast this. I don't really think it does anything. Maybe give us a blocker if he like goes crazy. I guess if he can't cast free spells, there's a potential that he could play badly enough for us to win if we draw a second appeal. I don't find this a very likely scenario, though. But they didn't leave double green up, so I guess that's a good sign. Might be able to win with another appeal. Who knows? Probably depends on a lot what they do. I assume we're just dead. I'm too lazy to do the math. And they're not going to attack, so that's going to make it almost impossible. Yeah, I was just going to buy back like the Resilient Kenra or something. No, Rekindling Phoenix. Well, that doesn't really hurt me. That doesn't do anything. We were on to play. We might have had enough turn this game. We may have had enough time this game if we were on to play, rather. That's what I'm trying to say. But we're just dead now. Time to die, friends, time to die. So he's got 12 that he can block with, and we're only even attacking for 18, 19, 20, 21, plus 6, so like 27. So like he's definitely not dead. Unless he just does like some kind of miserable math here. Yep, definitely not dead. He did not do miserable math. Maybe we can draw another one of those cards or something though. Now all he needs is 2 spells to go with this. We did get a really nice attack, but like we're just dead. There was nothing we could really do. Hey Clock, what's up? Yeah, so how do we beat a deck like that? We probably want this thing. We probably want these. I don't know if we want anything like this. Hmm. Definitely going to cut some number of these, maybe all 4. I don't think that card's great here either. It's only good if you're like doing the trample stuff. I don't know if we're doing the trample stuff that often. Let's throw a cat out. What do you do again? Can't bring myself to get rid of that. Seems like one of the few cards that we have that's decent versus control. Maybe you just don't do anything. They've got 10 million removal spells. Maybe the Vanguards aren't great since he's already showed us main deck moment of weakness, but like... You kind of want 1 or 2 of these. Alright, I give up. I can't bring myself not to play a couple of them just in case. That sounds fun. Probably will be cycling this at some point in this game. Go ahead and play the Force on turn 1, that way I can't mess up. Messing up something I could definitely do. Ooh, that card could be useful at some point. Kind of losing the value out of this, but it means like he either has to kill it or take damage. And if he's killing it, that means he's not playing a glint, which is great. Really care that he did that. You can go to the graveyard, and actually gonna leave that one on top. Looks like we are going to end up playing the Scattered Groves. Maybe I should have just played this on turn 1. We are a deck that kind of wants 6 mana, a pretty decent amount. Can certainly go to the graveyard. we can start buying back 4/4s if we want. Or we just add like 3 spells to the board. Which is kind of cool. I don't care a whole lot about Pia. I think I'm going to start by offering him to trade. I make decisions on what I want to do. Alright, I'm not going to play that one. Oh, maybe I still should have. Guess there's a good chance I still should have. What's everybody into today? Like how Pia can just like trade for 2 of our dudes. Cool. Opponent played a bunch of stuff. We already found room for Dusk Legion. Attack with this, trade it for 2 of his things. I'm down. I think the Branchwalker's probably a little better than that, but this game's going a lot better, but like we're still pretty code to Glorybringers. He definitely led with double red there too. Chandra's pretty good too. Chandra's actually great. And he gets to tick it up. Oh, my eyes bleed when opponents get to make plays that good. How do you get to make plays that good? Alright, decision tree time. I've not saw one. I guess I have to kill Chandra, even though I don't really want to kill Chandra. Feel like him just drawing that many cards just means I'm dead. I kind of want to tap. I kind of want to use the back end of this just so that this can block it next turn, but that's probably not good enough. I like killing Chandra is probably a must. Have you saw a good list for that, JJ? Rip. That's pretty good. Doesn't line up well against the Dorn Pouncers, but in general it's pretty good. Guess to get another card here too. Just getting buried now. That card's real slow. Huh. He's cycling that. Well, he can't attack at least. At least some positive. Huh. Let's go, Dorn Pouncer, let's go. It could die, but it would at least trade. Pretty glad if it would at least trade. Man, they better ban Hazard or Beaumont Courier or something if they do that. What? Come on, opponent. That's just not reasonable. Alright, you got me. You got me, opponent. He's only one card deeper in his deck than us, but like I feel completely brick walled when we have like 7 permanents in play to his 2. I feel brick walled. I feel brick walled and waiting to lose in this situation. There are a couple Ixalan's bindings in our deck though. Of course, using Ixalan's binding on a Harvester and not a, not a Glorybringer or a Chandra or a Scarab feels pretty terrible. Cool, another land. Guess I'm willing to throw something away just to flip this. Might as well attack with them all if something's dying no matter what. Okay, our opponent scooped here. I'm not sure why. Not sure why at all. What can we do differently sideboard-wise? The Pill of Authority was okay. It helped us kill a Chandra? I feel like we need a few more bindings or cast outs in the deck in general. I think I'm just going to run it back. Maybe I should bring in one Heroic Intervention over one Appeal since he showed us double Sweltering Sun, but I don't know. Seems not good. No black mana at least. Just gonna play this and hope it can start doing some damage. No! You did that last time I cast one of these. Rude ass opponent. Whatever. If he's got Chandra again, he's got Chandra again. I don't actually want that. There's already one in our graveyard too. If he's got Chandra again, he's got Chandra again. I'm going to be slightly tilted. Don't care if this thing dies, but I definitely don't want him to Chandra tick up kill it. That would be too brutal. Wow, my stomach is doing all sorts of growling. Oh, Ketcha, you say? No, you're in the graveyard too. I will save you. I don't actually know why I'm saving you, but you have been saved. Something to attack Chandra with, I guess, if he plays it, but that's... I mean, you could kill Chandra with the help of these. I don't have anything in our graveyard we can buy back yet, do we? I thought he'd have so much removal, and because of his swelters, I just didn't think the Okechi was going to be able to attack that often. The main reason I dunked it. Cool, another magma spray. What a tilt. And a rekindling phoenix. Kind of an interesting dilemma. Cast a binding on this, we just lose the Scarab God? I don't think I can race this. So what do you do? What do you do? When you can't beat anything you see, what do you do? I guess we just pass. I don't want to just lose the Scarab God. And like, we can at least Hashep Oasis the vampire to get some life back. If he's just got a second Phoenix, what do we... Ugh. Ugh, what if he just has a second Phoenix? Guess he's probably got more Phoenixes in his deck than Scarab Gods too, so this is probably a terrible, terrible idea by me. Well, at least he ticked it down. Let's just die, though. The second that he casts the Scarab God, we just die. We're not killing him anytime soon, either. Alright, well, we don't have to Shoals now because we have to kill the Chandra. don't have to choose because we have to kill Deshandra. That's unfortunate. Glint. Into... Alright. Well. Wasn't a land, so that's something. What do you do? Can't attack or block unless I control at least 3 other creatures. So 1, 4. Alright, so I'm just playing this thing then, it's bigger. And uses the mana more efficiently. So like next turn we could draw, you know, like a 2-drop or something. We need to draw a silent before he gets the big dog down. Don't care too much about that. Did care about that. Drat. Drat is all I have to say. I will attack your face, baby. Would you like to take 4? Please? Please? Please take 4. Cool. Maybe he doesn't have an answer to this thing. We could definitely win with this thing if he has no answer to it. This thing? 3/6 double strike god. You have to have 3 or more creatures before, other than it, before it can attack or block, and you can pay 4 mana to make a 1/1 warrior. So, in our current situation, I could technically make a 1/1 warrior. Give it +4. Attack for 14. Or that. Or that could happen too. The card from the graveyard? Oh, this is Resilient Kinra. When it comes into play, you may give target creature +X equal to its power. So when it first comes into play, it's a, I think I got one in my graveyard. It's a 2/2 for 2 that can turn something into, you know, get +2/+2. And if you have 6 mana, it comes back as a 4/4 and it gives something +4/+4 until end of turn. Anyway, I've not done the math yet, but I'm just going to attack right now while he's tapped out. Like, I think this is a pretty safe attack. You can't fatal push this, so. So this goes up to 6, this puts it at 9, but he's not dead. This is the one chance that I can get like a pretty big hit in, though. Unfortunately, these are not instant speeds, so. There's like no guarantee I'd ever get that attack in again, so I'm going to go ahead and take it now. Alright, well he has no cards in his hand, so I guess that's good. Still not great, though. I can see you, JJ. I don't know if you can't hear me. Is my headset working? God, those little Elvish Visionaries are so good right now. We basically need to draw another Okecha or maybe a Huatli. I don't even know if Huatli would be good enough. I guess technically another pill and a 40 would be if he doesn't have anything. Anything but our ninth land would be pretty decent. That's our ninth land, friend. You win a lot of games when you draw that many lands. Oh, it seems to be working for me. Sucks that's not working for you, though. No braid, please. Cool, wasn't on a braid. He still gets the cycle, though, so it's like not that good for me. Yeah, it looks like we have to find a binding or a gravestone or a appeal. So we have 3, 4, 5 outs, or we're just dead on board. Guess that's an out. I mean, it's not an out, but I wonder if this ever worth cycling to go for the win. Probably not. This is the only chance we get to cycle it, though. Like, we don't get another chance to cycle this. Because he just responds to the trigger on the stack if we do it any other time. So sure, let's just go ahead and do it. Maybe we win. Alright, we don't win, but that's fine. Sad thing is we can't really block now. And any of his removal spells are pure golden now. Kind of locks us back into needing a... It doesn't. It is very bad versus GPG. Doesn't affect GPG at all. Come on. I literally cast 3 Adontos this match, and all 3 Adontos he magically had a moment of craving. It's just like casually had a moment of craving all 3 times. I don't think this does anything here. Yep, I'm just dead. This doesn't do anything. I am absolutely dead on board. I guess we're just going to go ahead and move to the next game. That's a lot of removal spells. It doesn't work on GPG at all. It's basically for Scarab God. I don't actually think it's particularly good. I think Crook's a lot better. We'll play first. This hand's a keep. It's pretty good. We're actually finally on to play. It's a pretty strong hand. Anyway, so we're playing this deck to try to get paired versus mono red. If we keep getting paired versus all removal decks, we're not going to win. Like, my theory behind playing this deck was I think we're going to crush red decks. But we may not get paired versus any. Who knows? Don't want to see a black source. Because a black source would mean that he's on another all removal deck. Okay. Wasn't a black source. There ain't no way he's playing that card, though, and not being on the black deck, so. We go ahead and attack first. That way he can't kill our Jade Light Ranger. Could block and then like sack on this, or he could just take 3, who knows. Well, that's a bad sign. And 2 more lands? 7 lands and 11 cards. Probably. It's not where you want to be very often. At least 2 of them cycle. And of course, he hits another one of the cards that's amazing versus our deck, and we hit another land. I'm running absurdly bad today. So this card doesn't do a whole lot in wake of Walking Constrictors. Like, Walking Constrictor, like, almost completely shuts that card down. Or, sorry, Walking Ballista. Say Constrictor. He does seem like he's mana screwed, though, so, like, maybe we'll get past that. Basically drew that this turn. Almost 100% sure. Guess we force him to kill this. It's a misplay. Should have played my land first, that way I could have tried to cycle into Blossoming Defense if I had to make him completely waste his Ballista. So that was a misplay by me. Wouldn't have mattered. Probably takes the trade now in an attempt to keep a catch-all offline. Well, that's really good. That card's not actually playable, but it's obviously really good in this spot. Considering our deck loses to this card pretty hard. Go ahead and buy this one back. Try to bait him into actually killing the Kenra. Down to 6 now. Wow. He left a climb on top just to get another trigger? Not sure how that's right. Not sure how that's right at all. Yeah, our deck basically folds to this card. Like I said, I was playing this deck to get paired versus mono red, and we are not getting paired versus mono red, so that's kind of an issue. Like there was a singular goal in mind when we built this deck, or when we decided to play this deck. It's actually really good. Probably get his walking ballista here. It's probably better just to buy this back. Still probably get his walking ballista while having a better Fred on board for next turn. This is only really bad versus Fatal Push. It's like only really bad versus Fatal Push. If he plays a Fatal Push, by the way, I'm just gonna like pull my hair out in frustration. He doesn't have the black mana technically, but like I'm still thinking worst case scenario. Like he technically doesn't even have the black mana, and I'm still thinking about the Fatal Push. Yeah, JJ called it too. Like I'm still terrified of it, even though he doesn't have it. Wow, he took that? How does he take that? What's his plan? What could he possibly have to make this thing a 12/12? Nothing? Oh, he's just going to double its power twice. That doesn't kill me either, though. That's just 18. He's got to have like a blossoming defense on top of that. And he should have used it beforehand. So if he had a blossoming defense on top of that, he could have made it a 8. Sorry. A 6. So he taps that. Oh, he doesn't have the energy. He doesn't have double blue anyway. Yeah. He had to have double blue to even do that, which he doesn't have, so we good. Yeah, well, Ketchel is terrible. Seems like these and these seem good here. Seems like it's gonna be really hard to get a no catch off the ground in a match like this. I actually feel like Huatli could actually maybe be really, really good. Let's get rid of a couple of these as well, because we probably only need to draw one in the course of a game. Probably only need to draw one in the course of a game. What else do we want then? It'd be really interesting to know whether they had Scarab or not. I'm just going to assume they don't have Scarab, because I don't know how you fit Climb and Scarab in your deck. Which means I have to figure out 2 more cards to dump. And it's probably some number of these million X ones I have. Like he's playing the Walking Ballista deck, and we have 4 Branchwalkers, 4 Jadelights, 4 Adorn Pouncers, 4 Vanguards, and 3 Legion's Landings, and 3 Sacred Cats. What is that? I'm too lazy to do the math. Was that 22 1-drops or something? Yeah, it's going to work out well for me. I'm getting rid of these blossoming defenses. And 22 1-drops. It could be. I don't think the blossoming defenses do any good though. I think I'm basically using them to prevent like one part of a trigger most of the time. I really like my mana. Like, I really want to have mana. But then again, I don't have a mana sink anymore, so maybe the mana's kind of irrelevant if I don't have a mana sink. Because we took out Okecha, so we definitely have no mana sink now. That's a good one. Hyotli. Did not tap white mana because I'm not bright. My favorite, I call it Shotli. Or Shitly. Shutly. I can't pronounce things. How would you like to kill my Danto friend? I'm not blocking. Would pay for. It could be. No idea. It's not done anything for me, but we've only played 2 games, or 2 matches, so. Huh. So the chances I'm playing this next turn, almost none, but there is some chance that I need to settle the wreckage next turn, so. Huatli. I do like this card. I think it's really cool. I always feel like I'm going to win games that I'm doing that stuff anyway. What is going on, opponent? What do you have to defeat us with? Bristling Hydra. Alright, don't care about that. Maybe we do get to cast Huatli then? Yeah, I'm probably just casting Huatli. Feels like we can protect it. It's gonna go up to 6, so. Feel like I'm casting Fumigate next turns, why I didn't want to just go ahead and like slam a bunch of stuff out there. And this feels protectable. I feel like you'd have to have multiple things to not make it be protected. I don't care if it takes some damage, I'm just talking about protection in general. Definitely willing to let a Merfolk Branchwalker die. Maybe he has a way to give it trample, who knows? That's a sneaky snake. Would not be sad if he tapped his other 3 mana for something. He said he would be sad, though. Right, well, I'm just going to play this and try to protect Huatli again. Yeah, I definitely cut two appeals. I think it's good when you're trying to combo. I don't think it's good for when, like, I'm trying to be a control deck. Or not control deck, like when I think I'm going to be on the back foot. It's like, I feel like I'm going to be on the back foot most of this game. Like, it's mainly in my deck right now because I want to ultimate it. And I don't know if it's good enough when I'm wanting to ultimate it. I think it's only good enough when you're wanting to combo. Enters the battlefield. That's kind of cool. That's a big daddy Gearhulk. Yeah, no. She's definitely really cool when you're trying to combo. And like you have no removal spells or anything in your main deck. Your main deck is just kind of like a big combo deck. But like I don't know if I should be using it like this where I'm like trying to get control value out of it. I'm not sure if that's good enough. Yeah, he definitely extended into this Fumigate right proper. He's going to all-out attack, too. So we even get to make the decision whether we want to... Oh my god, he didn't all-out attack. He left this back. So we get the ultimate Huatli as well. I got a feeling our opponent's scooping next turn. No, I don't think our opponent's long for this game. Go ahead and pay 4 life. He did play around Settle really well. No denying that. Could even have a way to kill this. Could just have like Walking Ballista or something, but I now no longer care if he has Walking Ballista. Is this a May? Oh, that's a May. Cool. I did not know that was a May. Looks like we're we still have Settled Wreckage to protect us from things like that? That's sick too. Alright, we'll start with you. Just gonna go ahead and yield to this because we're gonna be clicking yes a lot. Huh. Whatever, I'm playing this one. Oh. Well, that might have been a mistake then. Here's another Huatli. Okay, he's done. I don't even get to tick this up. I want to gain my 6... Ah! Stop it, Moto! Okay, fuck Moto was crashing there. I want to gain my 6 loyalty. Was that a good turn? I don't know, guys. Alright, I didn't expect to beat a deck with Walking Ballista and a bunch of removal spells, but we beat a deck with Walking Ballista and a bunch of removal spells. We got an instant queue, too. Was it? I did not do the math. I had not done the math. It couldn't have been lethal, could it? Let's see. 3, plus we had 5 creatures, so that's 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, I guess it was 11. I'll keep this hand. So, the one dude itself was a 5, plus we had 5 creatures in play? Sure. I hadn't done the math. I would have did the math. I don't know what opponent's playing. Huatli definitely did something that game, even though I sold it. It's a mirror match! Ooh, his hand's better than theirs. This hand is better than theirs. His cats are red too, because they're angry. I guess we have this. Maybe his hand isn't better than ours. I just want to try to trade. So I don't want to take a whole bunch of damage and get appealed out of nowhere. I don't know. I think our hand's really bad. I think a big double striker is super important in these matches. Snap Graveyard. Like, I think this card is one of the better cards in this match. Guess I shouldn't have blocked. He can if he doesn't have an appeal. If he's got an appeal, we can't win at all. Or if he draws an appeal, we can't win at all. Danto's good here. Rip. Well. Not the greatest of times. Ixalan's Binding main deck. And GG. Yeah, well, we died. So what do we want? Feel like we want these. Kind of want these, but I'm not sure. Don't want these. I don't think the Sacred Cats are actually very good either. Do I want these? I don't think a Danto shines in this type of match, actually. There's just way too many things that can block it. There's just way too many things that can block in a Danto. Kind of want the bindings, though. Yeah, screw binding. We're on to play. A mirror is not something I expected today. I don't think this hand's keepable. Got two of this card, but it doesn't really do anything with this hand. I think this hand's probably a little better, but it's still really bad. Maybe I should have shaved some of these. Oh. And gets significantly better with that card. If it hits a land. Rip. So any non-land goes in the graveyard, no matter what it is. That's a land. It's not one that lets me cast Jade Light Ranger, though. Alright, I'll catch you. You better be the truth this game. I'll catch you the truth. You can do it, I'll catch you. You can show us the way. It's a good thing we wanted some of these lands. Red Rover said no Ixalan's binding or like other things on over. If he's flipping that, he's definitely probably has a settle or a binding. Yeah, I was afraid of that. Was afraid of that. Wee. Have our own bindings in the deck, though? Not. Maybe I should have brought the bindings in? It feels like it's going to be difficult in this situation. I don't think there's any reason to cast Settle that turn. Feels like we're just trading. Trading's fine by me. This hits one land we can still flip or still use the Danto as well. Huh. You just hit two lands then. I don't think we lose that race hardcore. We have a Settle in our hand. How do we lose the race when we have a Settled Wreckage in our hand? Go ahead and at least kill that thing. He's not going to attack with that, I don't think. I don't think he's going to attack with that. Could have not blocked the cat last turn. So that Okecha couldn't have blocked, but not really sure if that's worth it. He is going to attack with Okecha. I got a lot of things kill us if we kill that Oketcha. Casually gain 5 life and going about my day. Kind of trying to bait him into attacking with more things, but doesn't appear to be on the menu. How on God's earth do we win with this authority? Probably need to draw Huatli. If he doesn't do anything special, we're still just going to Danto and block it. Never mind. JK. We're going to use our settle on it now. Yep, tacos, we're playing the mirror. Well, I wanted to save our settle for as long as humanly possible, but I guess I'm not allowed to. Come on, attack with this too, homie. Go all in. That's not going all in at all. Home sizzle? That's not cool. So you have 16, 17, 18, 19 life. We're not even close to lethal, are we? Actually, those don't get to block. So you're at 16. What can we do? Opponent's at 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Play a dude 9. Or, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Play a dude. So we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dudes. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That's not lethal at all. This is the biggest attack we're going to get in, though, isn't it? It's probably better to get that attack in this turn than not get it in. It's not lethal, but it puts him at 2. And I don't think he kills us on the crackback, so I think it's probably better just to go ahead and do it. It's probably better to go ahead and do it and leave up a Danto in case he has Fumigate. Man, he's got so much mana, Fumigate doesn't matter. Let's see what we get at least. Oh, hello, we'll keep you. We'll keep the crap out of you. We're definitely just going to go ahead and do it at this point. I want to hit him before he gets settled or wreckage up. I don't want him just to be able to settle to wreckage our big attack like we settled to wreckage his big attack. He's not going to kill us with the swing back, so I like putting him at this low of life. I like putting him at 2. Now we've got a lethal spell in our hand. Yeah, but we can't play around Fumigate, so I think putting him at 2 is better than worrying about a Fumigate. Because if we play around Fumigate, we play in the settle, right? We're definitely not dying on the swing back, so he has to have something. Might be able to even swing this attack. Might be able to swing this attack where we don't have to use authority. Baffling End. Here goes a Kenra. Alright, so this thing puts a 4th blocker out there. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. You're not dead, so I basically have to use the appeal then. Guess I'd rather use it on this one. I'd rather you two not block. Ah, he's conceding. It was all lethal, but like, I don't want to just lose to like a cast out. So like, I have to attack more than I want to into it. If he's going to cast out something, I'd rather him cast out the vampire, I think. It's kind of weird, because in this spot I'm playing around cast out, I'm playing around settle the wreckage while I'm still having to present lethal, and trying to save my resilient Kenra as long as I can in case like he untaps and has fumigate or something. Like I don't want my Kenra to get swept up in a settle. Maybe I do need this card. Our opponent said he needed it, so maybe we need it too. Maybe it's just wrong for me not to have it. Sacred Cat doesn't seem like it does much anymore, does it? Still like after Spear Harvester, it's kind of a little slow, but can I afford to have this many slow spells in my deck? Maybe I can't have Huatli. So the cards I'm considering taking out the most are like these, and these. These are the 6 cards I'm thinking about cutting. This is really good at stopping early pressure though, but like that's basically all it does. It's also something good to mill with these. I think Huatli's better than Okecha. I feel like Okecha can like build a board on its own, whereas Huatli already has to have a board. Like for example, say we get to the mid game and one of us has to cast Fumigate, right? Like drawing Huatli after a Fumigate does nothing, whereas drawing Okecha after a Fumigate could potentially win the game. Or maybe it's just Fumigate we don't need. Maybe Fumigate's too much. Alright, I'm gonna dump 1 cat and 1 branch walker, I think. Kind of just want to get rid of Effort Spear Harvesters, to be honest, but I like branch walker more than I like Kenra. I guess all my 4-drops are fine. I'm trying to be slower than him. Alright, this hand's very good. And he mulliganed. I mean, obviously we have to hit some lands, but like we have a lot of ways to try to find lands. Yeah, this hand's very, very good. If we hit like a plains or something even on our first draw step, I probably won't even I'll probably still cast the Scatter Groves. What am I talking about? Yeah, I'm just going to cast the Scatter Groves. I feel like we can use almost all of our land. And this hand's pretty good, though. Yeah, this deck and the red-green deck both get a lot of value out of it with the Kenras. Because, like, the red-green deck's got the Earthshaker and the, Has the Earth Shaker, has the Resilient Kenra, and some of them even have Scrap Heap Scrounger. Oh, really? That was unexpected. Definitely put that in the graveyard. Did not want to draw another land there, but whatever. He can't really block, so I'm willing to attack with him. This is kind of why I don't like the sensory deprivation. Like, now he has to deal with this, or this can't even attack. It seems like it just gets brick walled really easily. Like 110% block. We're drawing an actual million lands, though. I'm talking about the sensory depth. Oh, you're talking about the Jade Light from earlier, yeah. Maybe it's okay just to play this. Kind of want to cycle to Scattered Groves because I know we're using our 5 mana next turn. But I guess we'll play safe. Or as safe as we can. Alright, well then we'll try to trade the team off. He has a large advantage, but we can't let our life total drop too far because then we just get picked apart too easily. By the big spells. Wonder if him flipping this mini had Oketcha? Yeah, mini had Oketcha. That's fine. That's not fine, however. Guess he's going to block. I don't think he'll take 8. Well, he did take 8. Kind of surprising to me. What would make you take 8? Having a Ixalan's Binding in hand? Or a Fumigate? No, Fumigate wouldn't make you take 8. So a Binding or Settle's the only things that really make you take 8 there? That thing can't even block this turn. That doesn't do us any good here. I wonder if it's worth just dealing the damage I can, since we might not get this chance again. $11 lands and 19 cards is rough already. I guess I'm just going to deal damage. Yeah, you get to deal a lot. Puts us in a spot door like maybe drawing another one of these wins the game. I think we have to do that just to give ourselves a chance to draw another one of those and win the game, because I don't think we're winning the game as it's standing. He's got 3 deserts. Because this one has double strike. The lifelinker doesn't have double strike. So we get to deal a lot more damage by pumping the other one. I was trying to put ourselves in a position to where we could win if we draw another authority, because I don't think we're winning as the game's looking. But yeah, 100% because I had the double strike. I guess I have to block here? He didn't even attack when I was tapped out. That was weird. I guess I need to fumigate? Do you do anything? You don't really do anything anymore, do you? No, we really need to find a baffling end. You're just not good enough at this point. He can put out too many blockers, so without an appeal it doesn't do anything. Well, between the Danto and the Okecha, he just gets way too many blockers. Another baffling end. Just gonna let him gain his one if he attacks. We'll keep playing the lands in case we draw our own Okecha. It's kind of like what I was saying in the sideboarding, like drawing this guy post Fumigate does really nothing for us. During the Pouncer's a start, I guess. Still 50% of our draws have been lands. Binding? That's good. He's putting no catch in combat. Maybe he's got another one in his hand, I don't know. I 100% wouldn't attack with this Okecha, like, ever. Like, legitimately would never attack with that Okecha. Unless my opponent was tapped out. He's got this in his graveyard, so like he can gain a big bunch of life next turn. We are currently getting ready to be on turn 13, though, I think, ain't we? We've, like, not missed a land drop yet? Oh, 14. I guess we missed the one land drop that we didn't play this. It's a mistake. I should have went ahead and Oasis this guy. Just to gain 4 life. That was a play mistake. 100% play mistake. It's not over, though. Like, if he doesn't have another Ixalan's Binding, we can still draw a Ketcha and get out of this. I should definitely be 17 life going to 16 right now, though, if I wasn't bad. So we've hit 15 of our lands so far. More than 50% of our deck for almost 30 draws. He Adorn Pounce for this, or he's Ixalan Binding this so we can't even attack it. Our opponents flipped an Adonto. And we gave them a crap ton of lands with Settle, and I think we have basically the same amount of lands in play. Which is kind of impressive. Right on time, Authority. So now we need to draw our other Settle. And then something else. You just go for a Desert Kill if he wants. Yep, we're dead. Kind of unfortunate. Alright, well we gotta win the next 2 to even get a pity chest. Apparently somebody has sent me a message. Maybe our. I don't know. Like I said, this isn't my deck. This is the Edel build. It was a rough draft. I'm sure there's changes he would make. Maybe the one turn that I blocked, I shouldn't have blocked. Maybe flipping a Danto's way too important for that block. It sounds pretty strong. Again, I don't think I'm cycling the Scattered Groves. It'd be bad versus mountain. That's not a mountain. I don't think I'm gonna bother to play around Censor. Playing around Censor just plays into like other spells. There's always some chance that he doesn't have it. This actually seems really good in this match. I think I'm going to keep it. I'm just playing this. I'm playing in the sensor every turn, so he's going to get me sooner or later, because like next turn I'm playing 2/2 drops. Like playing around it this turn doesn't seem like it does anything if I'm just going to play into it every turn. We have to get some pressure out too before he gets Scarab God and just ends the game. So I don't feel like we can really take turns off like that. He wants to use Big Daddy counters, he can use Big Daddy counters. Oh, that was pretty decent. So I'm playing this deck because like 50% of my matches lately have been versus exactly mono red, and we're not getting paired versus any mono red again, which is lovely. What's in our graveyard? I guess I'll just hardcast this, see what happens. Because if he's got a counterspell or an essence scatter, then I want to play the settle or scatter. Maybe I should anyway, I'm not sure. I'm not going to, I don't think. So he just untaps and has Gear Hulk and or Scarab God. How do we ever win a game like this? Oh, I messed up. I could have cycled Scattered Groves. Oh, I'm so bad. I'm a trash can. Could have cycled the Scattered Groves. It doesn't matter. Game's over. Bring in these. Get rid of things like this. I'm going to get rid of one of these as well. Just get rid of both. A lot of these decks have Bantu's Last Reckoning now. I'll try one of those for the cuteness, but I don't think it's particularly good. Fodder Handle's really good last game. Our opponent had about 1,000,000 ways to stop our creatures, though, and then Scarab got on 6. And that was that. Not having some Ixalan's Bindings or something in the main deck just feels ambitious right now. Feels very ambitious. Go ahead and play first. We'll keep this hand. Seems like everything I want. Seems like everything I want. I'm just going to slam this on too. Doesn't use my mana the best. If I'd played like one of these next turn, I could play this and this, but and potentially flip this the following turn. That's probably a better play. JK. Play perfect, never get punished. That's how you magic, boys and gals. Play perfect, never get punished. I think the gravestone into place somewhere along the way. No removal. No removal. One time, please. One time, please. Hey! Get in here, Legion's Landing. We're gonna hug you and kiss you and love you. And then we're just gonna cast a Jade Light Ranger. That's probably getting counterspelled. That's fine. Because we'll get the real prize out. That's the one that's harder to deal with, though, you know, most of these decks do pack Moment or Weakness now, so like Adanto was not the great demonstrator that he's always been in the past. Not to say he ain't bad. I mean, he's Adanto. He guards vans. See what I did? I made a funny. Somebody slapped me. What you gonna do when Adanto comes for you? Adanto, Adanto. Alright, he had enough. Wonder if he'll catch us really bad in this match. I don't really want anything on my sideboard though. Kind of want Death for Spear Harvesters. Kind of want these too. Maybe Sacred Cat's just real bad. I don't know. Sacred Cat 2 is 2 beaters in 1. Nah. Get out of my deck. Taking out a Heroic Intervention because I probably shouldn't have ever put it in to begin with, and I am not ashamed to say that it was very likely a mistake by me. I have another good hand. Like, we have a really nice curve. We're going to do cat things. Get catted, friend. Meow meow. God, a lot of people watch me. I'm sure the Matthew Folks is probably on by now. Hey Don, what's up, man? Would you like to censor half of my card? He does not want to censor half of my card. Instead, he wants to use a 1-for-1 removal spell on half of my card. Oh, what you gonna... Would you like to use a real removal spell on half of my card? Or a real counter spell? I don't think he has negates, but I don't think there's any reason to play or not play around it if I can. Wait, what? Why? I guess he wants to disallow mana? That seems pretty good for me if he wants to disallow mana. Hey, meow meow. What's up? What's up, homie kitty? Would you like to counterspell my Resilient Kenra? Or as I'd like to say, another half of one of my cards. So the thing is, him just playing Scarab God and getting a 5/5 wall is pretty darn good against me. It's like, even if he just has Scarab God, I'm not in the best shape. Silent Gravestone, do your thing, homie. Oh, what you gonna do? The Silent Gravestone run wild on you. I'd really like to find that Ixalan's Binding right about now. That is not an Ixalan's Binding. Just attack with a model, let him eat this, I guess. It's not worth dealing 2 damage, is it? It doesn't seem like it's worth dealing 2 damage. Maybe it is just because it gets another Adorned Pouncer in our graveyard. Alright, I'm in. What else am I doing with this Adorned Pouncer? Take your 2. Friend. Friendo, take your 2. If I was going to attack, by the way, I probably should have attacked before I did this. Well, that's awkward. And really nice for me. Was I supposed to leave an appeal in? I guess how Watley does something. By something, I mean probably get countered. If he's got a removal spell, I don't really care. Just kind of trying to make him waste his turn or whatever. He's like thinking right now, though, and he should definitely let me attack before he makes decisions. Because, like, say, even if he does have a way to kill this, I would be attacking with this. I won't attack with the Sacred Cat if he kills this pre-attacks. He takes 10 if he blocks the Sacred Cat. He takes 1. It has to replay a Sacred or Scarab God if he plays the other. Either way, that feels pretty decent for me. Especially when we have an Hashap Oasis on the following turn. Yep. That kind of changes things too, doesn't it? Yeah, I think that changes things. Let's start with this. You can go to the graveyard, pal. I guess I'm just going to attack with everything. I don't really care if he kills the Kenra. Seems better that he would block. It seems better for me if he blocks this turn than whether he gets, say, Torrential Gearhulk and gets to, you know, do the funky next turn. Just want to keep pushing damage until I can't push damage anymore. Wouldn't be happy if he had an Essence Scatter. It's like the one thing I wouldn't be happy about. It's like I'm kind of trying to go wide here while getting damage every turn. Oh, what you gonna do? It's alright. I've almost got all my creatures out of my graveyard. It's kind of weird that he'd like kill that first Oasis last game, but like he doesn't care about this Oasis. Does he think about attacking and like casting Bantu or something? Yeah, I'm just gonna take 5 if he does that. I don't care. Yeah, it was just Bantu. Right on time, opponent. I hate you. It's just rude. Rude, I say. On the positive note is if he plays the Scarab God right now, it only chump blocks this. Like, it doesn't even kill this. It literally only chump blocks it. If we choose to go that route. Yeah, I think I'm fine with that. It makes Huatli better when we play it. So, like, Fatal Push is bad for us, but that's fine. This Silent Gravestone's been great this match. So Watley's going to be great too. You just wait. Assuming he doesn't have a counterspell. Of course, we know one of the cards in his hand now, so at least got that going for us. Here's a Dunto. Would you like to counterspell him, friend? Here's Huatli. Would you like to counterspell him, friend? So he's getting to the point where he has to start answering things. Oh, what you gonna do? Like, he's got to have something next turn, or we're attacking for all sorts of lethal in a number of ways. Consign. That means he couldn't get rid of our gravestone, though. Kind of wanted another white source, so I don't hate that. We have no cards in our hands, so we don't have to worry about this too much. It's thinking about attacking, but it just does 4 damage to me. So unless he's got like a Vraska's Contempt or a Moment of Craving, there's probably no reason to attack. Then I'm not sure how much of a reason they are. I've been sent a message. Just open it off screen. Sorry, guys. Not gonna let him see this Dunes. And I don't know what the card in his hand is, so like I'm probably just gonna play around it by upping Huatli. I'll probably attack for some kind of lethal damage next turn. Man, this Silent Gravestone's been amazing. Have to be lethal, right? No! Oh wait, that doesn't kill anything. Sure. I mean, it stops him from being dead, I guess. Oh. JK. We have a Silent Gravestone in play. He can't. That's what this card does. So I think opponent's just dead then? Oh, I guess he's not just dead. He can make me discard my Sheffet Dunes. Alright, JK, I'm not just dead. Maybe I should have played it. I am bad. Mistakes were made. There are a lot of things still win this game, though. That's not one of them. Actually, he's just dead, right? We give this guy +4 and attack with both. Oh, where X is equal to the number of creatures I control. Alright, so he's not just dead. And I should read my cards better. Always yield to this. Alright, now it's just time to bury him. Alright, he's done. Yeah, Silent Gravestone. And he had to use it on. He had to use this consign on it a while ago or die. We'd have got to draw another card that turn. Ah, we would have bricked. Ooh, another Huatli. Yeah, Huatli's been good the 2 games we've cast it. Alright. Playing for a pity chest, friends. Can we get it? Yeah, we could have -1 on the double striker and made him chump block, but like making him chump block doesn't really win the game. Like he just recasts it next turn, so like if he draws like a hard removal spell next turn, I don't have a good attack, so I'd rather just get the ultimate and try to get cards every turn. Hey, we're versus an actual pretty strong player. He's pretty known for playing like vehicles and red decks. I don't know what he's on now. Alright, so what do we got here? Sorry, some guy was asking me the rules. I do 4 to him. But like, he's already showed us cards like Bantu's Last Reckoning and stuff. I don't know, that could have been a better play. But we've only got one more match left in us, George. So that probably helps you make your decision. So he kept. Like I said, he typically plays red decks. Red decks and like vehicle decks. Maybe I could have mulliganed knowing that bit of information about him. Because this hand's not really set up for that. How good are firebrands right now? Like, I liked them for a while, and then I decided they were just bad. And like, I see all the good players playing them right now. Oh, if he's playing Scrap Heap Scrounger, never mind. That makes a lot more sense. Makes a lot more sense if he's got Scrappy. Goodbye, my friend. I will miss you. Don't hate that he attacked with that. Whoops. Thank you for moving my screen, Moto. I think this still goes to the graveyard. No removal spell, please. Because, like, removal spell... Actually, I'd probably prefer him to removal spell because, like, land into Hazard or land into Phoenix isn't the type of hand that we're going to do real well. Oh, God, not a Murder Bolt. Don't think that's very good. Feel like he should cut that from his deck, but what do I know? I'm definitely casting 2 things here. Guess I'm casting you and you. Come get me, Beaumont. I got that extra 3 damage. That Murder Bolt was so good. I played this black-red deck like 3 times, and I did 0 times was I able to get 3 damage off of a Murder Bolt. And he has Magma Spray. More terrible things. If he had a removal spell, he would have used it, so this card in his hand is definitely a 4-drop. It's either Hazoret or it's Phoenix. He doesn't have a creature in his graveyard yet, so I guess we're going to block. Wouldn't mind to draw a land here, but it's like not even that good. I don't want that, so that doesn't help. Oh, I should have bought back the Adorned Pouncer. I'm so bad. Why didn't I buy back the Adorned Pouncer, guys? Why did I not get my 4/4 back? Oh my god, I am absolutely terrible. I could have won this game if I'd got the 4/4. Do not know if I can win this game not getting the 4/4. Oh, that was trash canny of me. Can't believe none of you guys yelled at me for that. Can't believe none of you guys yelled at me for that. I expect better from my chat. You gotta tell me when I'm being an idiot. I'm not gonna attack. We're just gonna hope that this Adorn Pouncer survives. Because if it survives, we have things we can do. That was 100, 100. Alright, so let's do the math here. He's tapped out. So that's 6 damage. So what can we do? We can spend 3 to put it at 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So he's just dead? Yeah, he's just dead. There's no reason for us to block. Let's just start with this. Could kill one of these now, but wait, what? So that thing does 26 damage. Hey, Manamorphos. What's up? So he never hit his 4th mana and we got there. Because it's almost guaranteed that that last card in his hand was either Phoenix, Chandra, or Hazoret. Alright, so how do we sideboard in this match? I feel like we want these. I feel like we want these. Kind of feel like we want these. And I kind of feel like we want these. Potentially want these. These are the cards that I'm pretty sure that I want. Cards that I don't want. I definitely don't want Hawatli. I think the match is too fast for that. I think I'm blocking too often early for Okesha to matter. I think both Ixalan's Binding and Shelter are better, especially because they run up to 4 Phoenix. And then after that, it gets a little confusing. I don't think Adonto's great here. Though, like, some people swear by Adonto because, like, Adonto's so good with Squeeze Devotion on it. I don't know if Appeal and Authority is great. We won that game with it, but I don't think that's our normal game plan. I don't know if Jade Light and Branch Walker are that great either if he's on the 4 Firebrand plan. Fumigates probably aren't good enough. Let's just go ahead and move those. Let's move at least 2 of these. I feel like I can move some of these out. I feel kind of want to sideboard some of these out. Say we move 2 of those out. What could the last card be if we take 2 of those out? It's tough. Maybe this card's just not good enough. Maybe I'll try this card on the play and not on the draw. Just try to be as defensive as possible on the draw. Where'd I mess up? Oh, okay. Maybe we'll try this on the draw then. We got 11 spells that say the word lifelink on it. Feels like that's decent versus mono red, but I don't know. He's mulligan. This hand's definitely a keep. We don't have a white source for the cat on turn 1, but even if it doesn't count mine on turn 1, I think it's okay. I think it's okay. I think it's alright. We're gonna let you play with our kitties tonight. Boom, 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 boom. Sacred Catum. My stomach is doing all sorts of growling. I hope you guys cannot hear, guys and gals cannot hear that. Because it is not attractive. You know I want to look my best for you all. Hi. Meow meow. Do 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 do. We're a bunch of sacred kitties in the zoo. Dooby dooby doo. I'm actually just gonna cast a sacred kitty too. Because like next turn I can resilient Kenra and play another kitty. Or I can just block. All depending on what Brother Gothica does. It's probably not how you pronounce his name. But I'm not sure. Ooh. Set up the D. Goodbye with the magma spray, of course. Play Friendo the Sacred Cat. Friendo the Sacred Cat goes meow meow. And prays that there's not another magma spray. No, don't do that. He got that twice on me? How? Some people. Guess we're gonna block this one. As much as I played that deck, I just don't get that sequence. It never happens for me. That's okay. The Squeeze Devotion is going to come down and be big game. As long as he doesn't have Hazard. Hazard, oh boy. Oh boy, I'm hurting. Was that a good draw? I don't know, guys and gals. You tell the Ray. That's a devotion from Squee. Well, that was good. I choose to pay 4. I choose to use my blossoming defense and not go to 2. And I'll go back to 12. Bum, 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 bum. This is only creature so far. We'll just block it with the Kenra. If he attacks, which, I mean, he's going to attack. He can't block. Guess we won't block it with the Kenra. Stand corrected. We'll block it with random lifelinker then. We got a kitty in play? Or had a kitty in play, I'll rephrase. Oh cool, he's gonna let me block with the one I want to block with. Think I'm gonna block this one? He doesn't even have a creature in his graveyard? And I want to gain the life off that? For a turn? While putting another blocker down? Alright, opponent's done. Squeeze Devotion on a Danto was amazing here. What's up, Vladimus? How you doing, man? Alright, well, we acquired our pity chest back. Had some interesting games. This deck's kind of cute. Don't Didn't feel tier 1 to me, but it was worth a try. Like, I had fun with it. I think the deck's strong. I think I learned a lot while playing it, so like I think I can play it better next time. But it seemed like it was an okay deck. Let's pull it up. Where are you at? Oh, friendo. There you are. The Silent Gravestones, which is a card I don't particularly like, were absolutely amazing in this build. I've always liked Crook of Condemnation more because GFG. We ended up 4-1, but a lot of our opponents struggled on lands, and we didn't play versus a whole lot of tier 1 or 2 decks. We played versus a Grixis deck, and we played versus a Drakehaven deck, but the Grixis deck didn't really get to play Magic. They didn't draw any lands, and we didn't draw any lands versus Drakehaven, though I think Drakehaven's probably a fairly significant favorite versus us either way. But yeah, so those were our 2 interesting matches, and we got paired versus a bunch of brews. As for this deck, the Huatlis were actually kind of good. I felt like having no Ixalan's bindings in the main deck was just asking for trouble, because we were just so code so often to Scarab God. I think that's a pretty common thing in this format. The Squeeze Devotion, I mean, we only played versus 1 red deck, but it was insane. I'm not feeling the Heroic Intervention. I don't think there's enough Fumigates right now in the format. I mean, obviously, if Blue-White Approach was going to make a comeback, or Montu's Reckoning picked up in popularity, the Heroic Intervention would be something I'm more interested in, but doesn't feel like it is right now. Yeah, just not having, and the build we played last night didn't have a Commit in Memory or a Consign Oblivion, so we're just stoned to any enchantment that resolved. So even one game, I turned 1 to rest him, got a Drake, and he just still played Drake on turn 3, and I'm like, alright, well, this game's over. As long as he plays lands, this game is over. Or as long as he doesn't have a bad draw, this game is over, you know? I like this deck. I would probably play this deck again. When I look at this deck, it makes me think I want to try a Monument deck over it, though. If this deck's good, it feels to me like Monument could be good. I'm not sure if playing the weaker white cards is a good enough reason to play this when we could just play a green-red aggro deck. And have basically the same core of a bunch of graveyard returning things. Ignore this build of the deck. Let me find a better build of the deck. Let's try this one. We can have the same base core of a bunch of maybe even the 4th Kenras, but basically the same Kenras, the same Explorer guys, and then we have a better end game with the Phoenix and the and his friend. Seems like a better place to be. What's Sovereign? I'm not sure I know its name, but I'm a giant fan of this Explore effect, especially in decks where putting these into the graveyard's good, putting these into the graveyard's good, putting these into the graveyard's good, and you're not going to often put these into the graveyard, but there's even places you'd want to put these into the graveyard. So they can draw you cards, they can filter the bad cards off the top of your library, and there's 11 cards that have pure value in your graveyard, and 4 more cards, so up to 15 that could have value. And I'm making parentheses when I say could have value because, you know, they're not always going to be valuable, but they could be. I dropped my cap of my water in the floor, and now I won't eat it. Or, sorry, I won't use it. 'Cause I'm weird. But yeah, so this was Willie Edel's build with no changes. It felt pretty good. I wanted to try it because I wanted to get paired versus a bunch of mono red decks, but obviously we didn't get paired. We only got paired versus the one red deck whatsoever, and he got mana screwed the game that he had a good draw, and then he just had a really bad draw and got ran over. So let's see who we're gonna host. He's playing Legacy, he's playing Modern, they're playing white-black tokens. looks like we're going to host Thundermo. Thundermo is playing as the standards. He's playing a Sweet Hour of Promise deck. I had a lot of fun when I played this the other day. Oh, yeah. That's another way to go with the deck. You can play like some Pride Sovereigns instead of Okechas, maybe Regal Caracals for the top end. And just like play like kind of like tribal cats with like the appeal. That's something to be considered, but I think one of the reasons that this deck's so good is because like all of its deck cards have such synergy together. Not a lot, Sweet Matt. Sorry, man, that you just Sweet that you just missed the stream, but we're getting ready to host Thundermo and hop out of here. It was a pretty fun deck though, and for those who don't know, I stream 365 days out of the year. I stream almost exclusively Standard. And you can follow links down below to both my YouTube and my Twitter if you care. But anyway, I'm going to host Thundermo, and I'm going to hop off here and find dinner. Take care, everybody, and I appreciate it so much that you guys came by as always.